2016 Ram ProMaster City. Now, my friend wants me to change the oil on this, and no problem. But she said the transmission has been leaking some, and took it to the dealership. Dealership couldn't take care of the problem, so she took it to a transmission shop, and I guess the transmission shop wanted to charge her thousands to do it. She just said, top it off and let me just go. So she's been going for a bit. It's not a really bad transmission leak, but it's leaking. And I didn't understand what was going on. So anyway, I jacked this up and noticed a few things that are concerning. Come on, take a look with me. So at the front of the vehicle, toward the bottom, shops. Why do some shops do this? Look at here. Professional shops, a dealership even, couldn't put this back up. Why? Why is that so hard? I mean, so anyway, so as you crawl under here, there's like wetness. I'm like, what is this? It's not antifreeze. It's oily. And it's kind of all across the front, but especially off on the driver's side. And it's hard to see on this camera, but it kind of goes right up the pipe for the transmission cooler. That's that line, those two lines right there. And they're really dirty. So I thought, what is causing this? Something's leaking. So let's look at the front. Here's the bottom of the bumper. Now this right here, this is your power steering oil to air cooler. Just kind of a comb kind of looking thing. But if you look past behind it, where the air condenser is, look at all that oily buildup. And it's all on this right-hand side. So obviously, whatever is leaking is coming from the top toward the driver's side. And if you go up even higher, right up in there, go to the right, there it is. What is that? So I'm thinking, does this have a separate transmission cooler? I think it does, and I think that's where the leak is. So I want to remove the bumper cover, but it's going to take a bit. Maybe I can see what's going on if I just remove this headlight assembly. So I've unplugged the connection in the back, and I'm going to go ahead and try to remove this. One. All right, two 10mm bolts, and that one's not even holding anything. So let's see if I can get this out of the way. Nope. You know what? I bet you I got to remove the bumper cover to get to it. Joy. I thought I'd just run by this bumper cover because it's kind of a pain. So there's these 4 Torx screws right here, these bolts. It's a T30. So you go ahead and take these T30 Torx, 4 of them, off. Then you come around to the side here, and there's a couple of Phillip head screws. So you take those 2 off. But then you're pulling on this like, why won't it come off? There is a 10mm bolt past this wheel guard here, and it's hard to get to. I mean, it's back here. That's where it lives, right there. And it is really tight to get to. Once you get that off, just take your fingers and just give it a good tug, and this comes off. Now let me show you what the deal is here. I believe I found what's causing the transmission to lose some fluid. So once you remove this plastic junk here in the front, because what they do from the factory, the transmission cooler, the power steering cooler, the air conditioner condenser, and the radiator fan, plus the radiator, all is in one big unit, bolted together, snapped together by all of this plastic garbage. So once you loosen this, pull it out, and then pull this plastic out, you'll have a better view of what's going on. And what do we see here? Being a pain. Plastic. Oh, there it is. This right here is where all the oil has been leaking, especially right back there. It's hard to see. It's just all gunky. This is the transmission cooler lines going into the transmission cooler. Looks like a little miniature radiator. And it's cool that this one has one, but it's leaking. And I thought, well, maybe it's leaking right here where these things just kind of snap in place. Maybe the O-ring's bad. But no, the problem is further back in here. You can't see it. And you can see where it has been leaking. So that is transmission fluid. It's red, it's pink. Can't see it on my finger, but you can see where it's been leaking. It's been leaking slowly. The problem is this. Why couldn't they replace that? If I can't find, if the dealer replacement is just too expensive, I'll go with an aftermarket and just zip tie it to the front with special zip ties like I did in another video that I made, adding an auxiliary oil cooler. That's all it takes. So anyway, I'm gonna go change the oil in this, but I need to show you one more thing. If you can see this, I've been draining the oil. By the way, these transmission pans sit really low. This one has come near about 1 millimeter from just busting wide open. So be very careful. But as I was trying to take the oil plug out, this whole engine was rocking. Look, I can move it with my hand. That's not supposed to move like that. And what it is, back there, this whole thing is gonna completely move. You see that? See all that movement? Back there, the engine mount is completely shot. That's what's gonna take to repair this right here. And you'd see that engine moving so much. The exhaust and everything. Guys, that engine mount needs to be replaced. Plus the transmission cooler replaced. And hopefully this thing will quit having so many issues. I mean, this thing clunks really bad in first and second gear, and it's because the engine is moving so much. So I'm gonna order her a transmission mount, get an aftermarket transmission cooler, and fix this thing for this girl. But yeah, Mailman Mechanic, underneath the vehicle. See you at the mailbox.